Hey yo, what's going on everybody? My name is Dylan, you guys are chilling with Dylan. Today we got an absolute classic for you. So let's unbox them. Before we get started into today's video, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Please hit the subscribe if you are new around here. And don't forget to turn that bell on so you don't miss another one of my uploads. Alright guys, so let's get into it. Today's video, guess what? It's the sneaker you guys have been waiting for. A lot of talks whether or not this thing is going to be sneaker of the year. I personally think it's a little bit too early to determine that. I will say that as far as the shock drop happened for these guys right here, pretty decent size for stock on this shock drop. I was able to hit, it seemed like a ton of W's went out for these things. So if you guys got lucky on the shock drop, let me know down in the comments section below. And important to note before you guys watch this video, this is not your only chance. That shock drop was one chance. I'm pretty sure that there will also probably be an exclusive access, some sneaker passes, so on and so forth. These things are going to be widely available. They are going to be everywhere on all your favorite apps, and sneaker stores will get these things. So don't be afraid if you didn't hit on the shock drop. You're going to have plenty more opportunities to come. So with all that being said, guys, let's crack right into the unboxing. You're going to get your standard Air Jordan 4 box, all right? So the last Air Jordan 4 that I reviewed over on the channel was the Bread 4 Reimagined. That gave you pretty much a flipped version of the box, right? So your cement print was up on top, and then the black was up on the bottom. But this is your traditional Air Jordan 4 box. You're going to get your Jumpman in red, flight text underneath in white. Your size tag on these guys is going to read Air Jordan 4 Retro. Colorway is off-white and military blue. Now, pretty interesting for something like that, because off-white, these things are definitely not as true to the OG as we originally anticipated. And then that military blue is interesting because Sneakers app and Nike decided to call these things the industrial blue. I don't know why. Is it because it's kind of a little bit different? And you'll see what I'm talking about, but a little bit different than that true military blue that we got, we're accustomed to now. I don't know, but I thought that was interesting that it says military blue on the box, but they call it industrial blue. So something to note. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I stand corrected. When you guys watch my official unboxing and review, I will be noting how I was a little thrown off at the color of the blue. Now, more images came out recently, kind of debunking how these things don't look true to the OG, but they actually are, right? So from the 1989 pair to today's pair, right? The 2024 pair, very similar. I'm still not a huge fan of the tinted blue upper. It's not a bright white. It does look like a tinted blue in person. Now, they did keep it, true to form, so it is my bad. So when you guys watch that, keep that in mind. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these things down below. Would you have preferred it to look more like that 2012 pair or the 2006 pair, or do you like how they look for this year? Let me know down below. And then I got a size 11.5 because, I don't know, Air Jordan 4s for me, I'm completely lost as far as what size I am. Seems like every single 4 that releases, I go with a different size, right? So I'm between an 11.5 and a 12. The Bread Reimagined to me fit pretty big in size 12. I've worn Jordan 4s in the past, like the military blacks, also that navy pair that came out. I was a size 12 and they fit perfectly fine. I went with an 11.5 in the Bread Reimagined because they fit better than the 12s. So I'm hoping these things fit, otherwise I'm going to have to try to double up and get my size 12 if these things are too small. So if you guys are in between sizes and you can never make up your mind like me, also let me know down in the comments section so I don't feel alone in this. But yeah, so I got a size 11.5. Hopefully they fit. Now, when you flip open the box, guys, you're going to get greeted with your speckled cement print paper. Standard, we get that in every Air Jordan 4. And golly, these things are beautiful. Now, something to note, guys, I will say, Very strong glue smell on these. I know some Jordans recently, like, you know, I haven't noticed that they had like a ton of glue smell on these things, but these things are strong, guys. Like, very, very strong glue smell. These things are obviously right from Nike. I hit on the shock drop, so legit in all. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting that they had such a strong smell out of the box. And here we have it, guys. I mean, these things are beautiful. I will say, I am slightly disappointed in these, right? Like, this is the very first time that I am owning a military blue Air Jordan 4, or industrial blue, whatever you guys want to call them, but I am slightly disappointed. Why am I slightly disappointed? Slightly disappointed in the material, choice that they went with, and also the colors that they went with, guys, because I'm going to bring some images up on the screen to do a little side-by-side comparison, as I can't because I don't have the previous generation of the military blue. But this is definitely not a true military blue color, right? Like, it's a little bit darker, a little bit more dulled down. It's not as bright and vibrant as the previous generation, so a little bit disappointed in that. And then the material choice, right? So, you know, I'm not mad about this, the nubuck feeling on the gray around the toe box and stuff like that. I'm definitely not mad at it. I am, however, a little bit disappointed in the leather quality when it comes to that off-white color. So, you know, I would have preferred personally for us to get a pure white, right? Like, just give us a pure white. Why did you guys have to make this thing an off-white color upper? I think it kind of dulls down the shoe, like I said. It you know, from afar, it kind of makes that the light gray nubuck kind of blend into the shoe more. It doesn't give it a nice pop of color. I don't know. I don't know. I want your guys' opinion on that. Like, did you guys notice that right off the bat like I did? Were you a little bit like, huh, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the vibe I got from it. It's definitely not like a stark, bright white. It's definitely off-white like the box says, but, you know, I would have preferred it to be a nice bright white. And then also the material is just as far as the leather quality, guys. Like, it doesn't feel plasticky, right? Like, it feels a little bit softer than some Jordans in the past. And overhead shots are going to show you the old press test I like to do on the Jordans. It feels durable, you know what I mean? Like, you can get a good wear out of these things, and it shouldn't beat them up too much. But I would have preferred a nice softer leather, you know? Maybe perhaps a little bit more tumbly. I prefer it to be softer so it wears in a little bit better after a couple wears, instead of having to, you know, really wear these things for them to start not feeling as stiff in the toe box. But yeah, I mean, slight disappointment, like I said. I love the colorway, right? But just a couple different touches on these things is kind of lending me to be just slightly disappointed. And that's pretty much just how I felt about it, to be honest. But yeah, let's get into the review. I really want to know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. So like I previously stated, guys, you're going to get a, well, first off on the bat, you're going to get this hang tag, right? Little plastic hang tag. Not like the rubberized ones we used to get back in the day, but plastic hang tag right here, that orange plastic hang tag, your Nike Air. It is nice they include it, but not like, you know, what you would be getting back in the day. And then, like I said, your upper is going to be this all off-white type of color. And then you're going to have your nice light gray nubuck going all around the toe box up to the, you know, the mud guard. Your midsole is going to be that Phylon midsole. You're going to get the military blue up peeking around the midsole. The outsole is going to wrap up in that white color. Air bubble, you're going to get the standard white air bubble on these guys as well. Going around the back, you are going to get what I love is that Nike Air, right? That Nike Air classic touch looks so good on Jordan 4s. Do love me a Nike Air. Now, something to note, this pull tab is a little bit softer, a little bit more rubberized, kind of just like the same thing as your Bread Reimagined. They did retool this off of the SB4, so it should be a little bit more like those and the Bread Reimagined. So, and then when it comes to your mesh, you're going to get your white mesh with your blue, industrial blue, military blue peeking out the mesh paneling over on the side. and also up on your tongue as well. So nice there. Gotta love it. Classic mesh. When it comes to your wings, your lockdowns, again, a little bit more rubberized, not as hard plastic feeling. You're gonna get your military blue and your white as well. Now going over to the tongue, I will say it is a nice, fairly decent padded tongue. Your ankle liner is definitely nice and padded, similar to that Bread Reimagined. So a little bit thicker padding over on the ankle collar. Not to note crazy about sizing or anything like that, but you will notice it's a little bit more extra comfort. Your insole, standard military blue insole with your Nike Air branding in white. And then, like I said, your tongue. So you're going to get the Air Jordan upside down on the back of the tongue. And then you're also going to get your flight patch up in the front with your Jumpman Jordan logo and flight text in black. Now, when it comes to your outsole, you're going to note you're going to get that light gray all the way up at the top of the heel, going up to the top of the toes as well. That nice star traction pattern. You're going to get the white as well with your military blue, 4-foot pod, and then also in the middle with that Nike and the check in white. So yeah, guys, I'm loving this shoe. I really do. But like I said, the slight touches that they made to these that changed them from the original, to me, a little bit disappointing. I wish they were a little bit more bright and vibrant to that version we got in 2018, I believe. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think about it though. I mean, do you guys even care that it's a slightly different color? Do you care it's more of an off-white white? Do you care that the blues don't necessarily match up all that well? I do want all of your thoughts and opinions down below. And like I said, guys, this is not your only chance to get these things. These things officially release for $215 and on May the 4th be with you. That's right. So May 4th, these things are going to be everywhere, guys. So Dick's Sporting Goods, Finish Line, JD Sports, Foot Locker, Champ Sports, Hibbett, all that good stuff. Snipes, obviously the Sneakers app. All of the major boutiques are going to have raffles for these things as well. So put in your footwork. You should be able to grab a pair. There is rumored to be a ton of stock. You know, a ton of stock, though, we should note, does not equate to you getting a definite secure W, right? Like, it just doesn't happen. The demand on these things is definitely going to be up there and high. So make sure you guys put in the footwork so you do get your W. And that's going to do it for me, guys. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Please hit the subscribe if you are new around here. And don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss another one of my uploads. And that's going to do it for me, guys. So my name is Dylan. You guys just chill with Dill. Me and the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue 2024. If you want to call them industrial blue, go right ahead. We're out. Peace.